In this lesson, we will see about a Leetcode problem, which is a direct capital. Given a word, you need to judge whether the usage of capitals in that word is right or wrong. We define the usage of capitals in the word to be right when one of the following cases holds. All the letters in the words are capital, example USA. All the letters in these words are not capital, example water. Only the first letter in this word is capital, like green. So here we have this example. If the input letters are all capital, then we need to return true. If the input word only has the first letter capital, then we need to return true. If the input letter is a toggle case, or if it has capital letter in any of the place other than the index 0, then we need false. In this problem, we will see how to achieve this with the order of n time complexity. Here we will declare two variables. One is to make note of the number of uppercase and one is to note the last capital index. So here in this case of USA, in the first iteration we will have the uppercase as 1 and the index will be set to 0. And in the second iteration we will have the uppercase set to 2 and the index set to 1. The third iteration we will have the uppercase set to 3 and the index set to 2. Here we will check the three condition, whether if uppercase is equal to the word length. Here in this case the uppercase is equal to the word length because the word length is 3 and the uppercase is 3, so we will return true. We will see another example. Here this is an invalid scenario where we are having flag. Here a is small. In the first iteration we will have the uppercase as 1 and the index is set to 0. The second iteration we will have the uppercase set to 2 and the index set to 1. The third iteration we will have the uppercase set to 2. There is no change because this is lowercase. We don't have any change in the uppercase. And in the last iteration we have our uppercase set to 3 and the index set to 2. This doesn't match any of the criteria. The third case where the first letter only capital letter. Now in the first iteration the uppercase is set to 1 and the index is set to 0. And the second iteration we have the uppercase set to 1 and index remains 0. The third iteration the uppercase remains 1 and the index remains 0. The fourth iteration the uppercase remains 1 and the index remains 0. And the fifth iteration the uppercase is 1 and the index remains 0. It matches the third condition where the uppercase is equal to 1 and the index is equal to 0. So we are returning true. Here in this case we have only one uppercase, but that is not the first index. In this case, during the first iteration the uppercase is set to 0 and the index is 0. In the second iteration the uppercase remains 0 and the index remains 0. The third iteration the uppercase is 0 and the index is 0. In the fourth iteration the uppercase is 1 and the index is 3. In the fourth iteration the uppercase is 1 and the index is 3. In the fifth iteration the uppercase is 1 and the index is 3. Now we will check this condition here. This doesn't match any of the condition because the uppercase is equal to 1 but the index is not equal to 0. So we are returning false. Here I have two instance variable. One is index, make note of the last capital index, and another one is to count the number of uppercase. So here I am iterating through the word and I am checking whether each character is capital letter or not. If it is capital letter, I am setting the index to the current index and I am incrementing the uppercase. After that I am checking for these three conditions. One, I am checking whether the uppercase is equal to the word length, and I am checking the uppercase equal to 0, and we are checking the uppercase is equal to 1. The last index of the capital letter is equal to 0. Any of these one in the three condition met, then we are returning true or else we are returning false. The time complexity of this algorithm is order of n and space complexity of this algorithm is constant, so order of 1. Thanks for watching this video. For more technical videos and technical coding tree questions, subscribe to this channel and leave your queries in the comment section.